This next flick is from 1920. This movie is 100 years old. You saw nada? Okay, cool. Cool, good. So, we're gonna see what movies were like 100 freaking years ago. Ah, you lie. Just like when Arnold Schwarzenegger told Sully he would kill him last in Commando, you lied. So, this is a silent movie. I'm just gonna read all the subtitles. I'm gonna do voices for them and stuff. I picked this one just because it had a kind of bizarre sounding synopsis. And, yeah. Let us away with The Penalty by Governor Morris. Produced by Samuel Goldwyn. I don't see no roaring lions. How am I supposed to know it's a Goldwyn picture? By Wallace Worsley. Hey, too bad Worsley isn't in the chat right now. He directed this movie, apparently. Charles Kenyon, Gilbert White. A victim of the city traffic. Which one, though? Or are they both victims of the... Aren't we all victims of city traffic? It was young Dr. Ferris's first serious case. Charles Clary. The injured child is still unconscious of his fate. I wouldn't trust a doctor wearing a bow tie like that. That's way too Patch Adams. I dared not wait any longer. I amputated both legs above the knee. Okay. So he's got no legs. Oh, the guy with the mustache is the doctor. I don't know what the bow tie guy is then. Mr. Cufflink Man. Whatever his deal is. There's a contusion at the base of the skull. No, I'm not Albert Einstein with a haircut. Why do you ask? I'm going to go make the atom bomb in 25 years. This is me in like 50 years. Good God! You should not have amputated! Oh, wait, so the guy with the bow tie is the doctor. Well, who's the doctor? This kid, he looks like the young version of the guy from Cabinet of Caligari, Cesar, or whatever his name is. You've mangled this poor child for life! Poor child mangled me? Nah. His father and mother. Yeah, come in for one scene and then just get out. It's 1920. My poor boy, I'll do what I can for you. So wait, who's the doctor? I am beyond confused. I shall lie for you, and may God forgive me. Okay, now the two guys in the middle look like the exact same person. Only immediate amputation could save your child's life. Hey, Sam Elliott. Guy on the left is Sam Elliott. Confirmed. I heard them say... Mary Poppins. He imagines he heard us. It's the effect of the ether. I'm talking about the dude.
And did you administer the spoonful of sugar? He lies! He lies!
"27 years later, San Francisco is the richest city in the Western world." Okay, so that was like the 1900s then? Yes, look at the wealth. Brilliance. Kind of makes you wonder how they got this shot. I guess they had a crane. She has one hideous blemish. People. People everywhere. Cops? Is the cop the hideous blemish? The Barbary Coast. Hey. Drunk Mel Wells stumbling on home. No. I told that guy that he could just stick it right where... Oh, damn. This was the sauciest thing you could see on screen in 1920. It didn't get much sexier than this. Barbary Nell, Doris Pawn. Getting her drank on, I suppose? Is that what we're doing? Frisco Pete, James Mason. Oh! I think these are supposed to be the actors. I've done zero research. This is my first time seeing this. And it's hard to improvise commentary for something you're watching for the first time. I am just gonna say that right off the bat. Oh no. What? You better listen to me. Riddle me this, Batman.
No, fuck you.
Well, choke a bitch. Is the Riddler gonna have to choke a bitch? Oh my god, he's got a knife. Did he just... Oh, he just shivved her. He just straight up shivved her in the middle of the dance floor. Talk about Panic at the Disco. Oh yeah, it's tough. Ultramarines, it's tough doing that in Fallout 2 or Quest for Glory. Especially if it's like a week between sessions. Alright, so, let's recap what we've learned. A kid has no legs, and a lady got shanked on a dance floor. Blizzard, Lord and Master of the Underworld. Developer of Warcraft. Actually, you know, all Blizzards are the same, it seems. I'm sorry, is the legless guy the Lord and Master of the Underworld? Because if he is, then I'm gonna have a hard time buying into this. But it is Lon Chaney, and he doesn't have makeup. In fact, this is the first movie I've seen him in without makeup. Well, he has basic makeup, but, you know, usually he's like the Phantom or Quasimodo. Wonder how he got the nickname Blizzard. I shouldn't be laughing. A wizard is never late, Frodo Baggins. Nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to.
Yeah, fuck 'em.
Is it just me, or have we not had any dialogue subtitles in a long time? I love you. I love you more than anything in the world. It can't be. Hold me. Never let go. Let's get out of here. Yes, Blizzard flees the Liechtenstein of the Federal Secret Service. And hey, more cigars. Rose, his most daring operative. She can take down the legless man. She's got this. Permit me to smoke right in your face. Rose, this detail I'm offering you is so dangerous, I hope you'll turn it down. Yeah, Rose lights up too. Meanwhile, wait, is Blizzard's hideout supposed to be in their basement? It's always Blizzard, that cripple from hell. Yeah, I know, right? 100 years ago, we had ladies in movies. Oh, wait to get a load of this, man. It'll really knock your socks off. Check it out. I made you a macaroni necklace. Yes, a macaroni necklace. I can boil this and eat it for lunch. You have done well, Dick Van Dyke. Very well. Do you remember sweet Barbary Nell, who wandered from our fold? Yeah, I do. I remember sweet Barbary Nell. She's dead! So wait, what, I could get him for theft, arson, murder, but his criminal machine would still grind on. It's like a larcenous energizer bunny, is that legless cripple. Through the master, I must reach his slaves, the underground powers of the Reds. So is he like a communist? He's like a legless commies? Oh, this is free dental care. No, I'm just I'm having an episode with my... What's that, like, high-tech cigars or something? Or, oh, maybe it's drugs and he's, like, having withdrawal. Like, come on, man. Come on, give me one of your robot cigars. That's gotta be it. That's definitely gotta be it. Okay, so I'm assuming that's supposed to be marijuana. I can't think of many other super addictive drugs that you, like, smoke in doobie form. And it is 1920. I could have been a silent actor, like... That's my silent movie acting right there. Although it does make you wonder how they did the legless effects. Because it does look like... he's truly... yeah, truly paralyzed, unless he's, like, really flexible and they're, like, behind his back and the things are on his knees. He's gathered up his dance hall girls and he's put them to work in his house, making hats. Thousands of hats. That bastard! How dare he engage in haberdashery! Throw the book at him! I must know why.
Oh, this sure beats dancing, doesn't it? I love making hats.
I must stop this Christmas from coming. But how? I believe Blizzard is hatching something so big it endangers the city. Nothing is more destructive to society than ladies making hats. It's like the atom bomb of the 20s. I must find out what. He's standing on the table. I would not last long in this criminal syndicate. I would be so murdered so fast. You there. Let me see your novelty jester's hat. You call this a hat? It's all frayed, it's all shredded. You're the worst at making hats. Oh. Oh no. You know, the guy doesn't have legs. You could just push him over. Literally anybody could take his ass out. That's right, I'll pull your hair. And he just saunters away. Don't you comfort him. We have to get back to costuming our production of The Wizard of Oz. Has Blizzard not had enough? By the way, Barbary Nell, who strayed from us, now sleeps upon a marble slab. Doesn't quite have the same ring as sleeping with the fishes. Yeah, marble slab, can you believe it? In the morgue, in case you didn't get that. I'm Blizzard, bitch. Blizzard's favorite for the moment. Oh, it's probably like opium or something like that. Okay, he peers in through the mail slot. I'm not buying the menace of Blizzard. I'm sorry. It's doing a one-man show of Tiny Tim. God bless us, everyone. Hey, how you doing, baby? You know, I'm the perfect height for some things, if you catch my drift. Oh, Blizzard. The way you have no knees is just... Do they have to, like, make a special, like, tiny chair for him? Like a booster seat? I'm sorry, but if your, like, criminal mastermind is sitting on a booster seat, then, like... Even Kite Man from Batman is scarier. I wonder if being an amputee affected Blizzard's ability to, you know, perform. I have a feeling we're about to find out. Oh, making out, how racy. A woman who enters that den risks worse than death. Has she had a single line yet? That's all in the day's work. There we go. Now what? Is he gonna, like, is that like a piano? Is he gonna be... Is he gonna go full Phantom of the Opera? Gonna reprise his role from that? He is. Dun, 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 dun. Or was he? It looked like he was playing with one finger, so it'd be like blink, 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 blink. Is he playing the soundtrack, I guess? Okay, this is a metaphor. You see the way she's working those pedals? See how he's responding? And I shall walk as men walk. Walk like a man, talk like a man, walk like a man, oh, I shall be the master of a city. And for my mangled years, the city shall pay me. Nowadays, he would just get a malpractice suit, and they would have already paid him, and then none of this would have happened. With the pleasures of a Nero and the powers of a Caesar. That's right, I'm Blizzard, the king of New York. I think it's New York. Oh, no, wait, they said it was San Francisco earlier. My bad. It's hard to pay attention sometimes. But you won't live to see it if you don't pedal better. It means living in that devil's house till you find out what he's up to.
Of course. Well, I'm game.
And that's the end of our show, folks. Dr. Ferris, now the most famous surgeon in his line. What's his line? Unnecessary amputations. Dr. Wilmot Allen, his assistant. Blizzard had agents in strange places. Barbara asked me to call for her. And that's the end of our show. Good night, folks. The surgeon's daughter, Barbara, had dedicated herself to art. With a capital A. Just art. Not painting, not sculpting, just all art. Oh no, she's making like a Bigfoot. Like a Sasquatch sculpture. Hey, check it out. There was butt. 100 years ago, we had butts in movies. I'm dreadfully discouraged. Look how fast... I've done nothing worthwhile. Someday she'll realize that this is all nonsense. What? In San Francisco, yes. It's wild to think this is 100 years old, though. Honestly, I didn't actually pick that deliberately, but yeah. We're reaching that point. Oh! That was like a live butt? In a movie! In the 20s! I don't even think we'd have butts in movies today. Do I have any other things to show? You mean after this? Yes, we have one more movie after this. there. Sorry, you have to go. But I'm the comic relief. You can't kick out the comic relief, huh? That really brought down the house in 1920. That guy. Haven't I waited long enough? Why don't you chuck it, Barbara?
Not until I've done at least one thing that is worth doing.
Lady, you had bare ass on the screen minutes ago. That is worth doing for something from 1920. That's wild, man.
And I'm going to do Satan after the fall. Satan, the hell years. If I fail, I'll marry you.
Oh, that's how you want your marriage to start. Brill. Nothing to report. Blizzard keeps plans to himself. His people obey orders, not knowing their meaning. My knowledge of music has been my protection. He likes my peddling. Rose. So that's what the kids call it these days, is peddling. Yes, yes. Rose has been there a week, and she's learned nothing. Ah, yeah, okay. So is this a different... This is a different lady now. Yeah, okay, this is the undercover lady, so he must have killed the other one who was peddling for him. You're a find. You aren't afraid of me. You look me in the eyes. Even though you gotta look down to do so, 'cause I don't got no legs.
How could I be afraid when you play like that?
I like the piano, that's a good thing. Kinda looks like she's wearing a Davy Crockett hat. You're a find. A fine find. And he has a fire pole. He has a bat pole. That's amazing. Okay, what do you got? Wanted, model to pose for statue of Satan after the fall. If you think you look like Satan, apply at studio of Barbara Ferris 32. Wanted, young man to learn the drug business. Wait, I want to go back and read all these other, these classified ads now. Be in front of that studio tomorrow and see that no applicant but myself enters it. I'm hyped to be Satan. I hope I get it. God, I hope I get it. How many Satans does she need? Everything comes to him who waits. You've mangled this poor child for life. Sam Elliott. I'm gonna be Satan, it's gonna be great. Do I look like Satan? Oh yeah, you look like Satan, man. Before I am through with her and her father, they'll think I am the devil himself. 9 a.m. Barbara's studio at 32 Institute Place. I can't wait. It's going to be model already engaged. It's gonna be like that scene in The Producers where everyone's auditioning to be Hitler. Bubbles, a street waif whom Barbara has befriended. Whenever Blizzard was absent, Rose hunted for clues. Look at her hunt. She's figuring shit out, man. I'm honestly surprised that this movie has a female heroine for 1920. Some excellent judges think that I resemble Satan. If there is enough of me. So, this guy just wants to be immortalized in art, don't we all? I seem to please. Okay, so far, the dastardly crimes of Blizzard include making hats and posing for sculptures. I'm not buying this guy as like some sort of master mafioso. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's gonna be some secret passage stuff. It's gonna be a D&D thing. She found the entrance to Blizzard's sex dungeon. He has unusual tastes, like hats and sculptures. It's only a matter of time before he tries to corner... I knew about him when I was bumming the streets. Cutthroat's his middle name.
You oughtn't to touch him with a pole.
Hey, come over here, look. God! Look at that face!
If I could catch that expression in the clay, I'd be famous.
So she found a room. Okay, yeah, she's in his sex dungeon. That's right. I'm having a hard time keeping these ladies straight. The artist and the agent both kind of look like the same person. Bump. Beep. Bump. Oh, is she gonna be trapped in the underworld? Like Eurydice? I think that's the point. I think that's what this whole thing is about. I think that's what's going on here.
How do you happen to know so much about art?
I couldn't tell who's supposed to say that because both their mouths moved. My father, who shall be nameless, was a distinguished man. But he detested little boys with their legs clipped off. That's a very specific thing to hate. So at 15, I hobbled out of his life. Lieutenant Dan from Forrest Gump, guy could not stand it. You know, I said dungeon, I was... Okay, I guess he's got people with a wheelbarrow in a dungeon. That's pretty sinister. That's a pretty evil thing. Maybe he is bad. I could write a better treatise on sculpture myself.
Why do you live in the underworld?
Whoa, I might be spot on with my analysis here. When Satan fell from heaven, he looked for power in hell. Hugely satisfied with his morning's work. This is kind of making me want to take a movie and then just, like, make it a silent movie. And just, like, one-sentence descriptions of what's going on. But for something, like, really complex. Like Eagle's Aid, the Marooned Wizard. Not a bobby pin. Now he can break into any lock. If he's in a video game. You ever think about how built this guy's, like, triceps and delts would have to be from, like, hobbling everywhere all day? Yeah, look at him go! Hot damn! Okay, I really am curious how they did the effects, because for 100 years ago, he does look legless, and Lon Chaney was not a legless man. This I can confirm. One... Rose, my dear. Yeah. Yeah, it must be great prosthetics. Like, it's gotta be the only explanation. Under the piano, my darling, we'll have some music. This is not at all a metaphor for something. I have a feeling I shall waft you into heaven. Just, okay. Guess we couldn't have a title card to be like, hey, yo, lady, give me a bobby pin. two of the same bobby pin. It could only be her. It's like a fingerprint. A death song, Rose! Oh man, what's Rose gonna do? How can she possibly escape the legless guy?
Rose was my best bet. So far, she's learned nothing.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Ultra Minimalist. I appreciate that. Look down, don't look 'em in the eye. I couldn't have played that way without your help. Go back to your work. I can murder anything but music. Oh, damn. This is gonna be like some sort of Beauty and the Beast kind of scenario. Hey, don't worry too much about it, man. Facepalm, woohoo. Every day he's out there failing. Days passed and the clay grew into the image of the man who was like Satan. Hello, Retro Gaming Rogue. This is the stream you deserve's public domain theater. We are watching The Penalty from 1920 starring Lon Chaney. Hey, thank you so much. Into a face clothed with evil intent. Well, look at that guy. In time, the man would mangle the soul of the daughter, even as the father had mangled the body of the man. That card makes no sense given the context of what we've seen so far. But okay. The end of this passage is barred by a gate, but through it could see what... Oh, okay, gotcha, Retro Gaming Rogue. But the most remarkable of all is a fully equipped operating room. Oh man, is this going to turn into a plot to steal somebody's legs? If it does, then this is going to be my favorite silent movie of all time. If you say it's good, I know it's good. But she hesitated, for this would mean the end of Blizzard. Oh man, is she into him too? Does it work both ways? You snatch his name up for an idea you never... Oh, like Retro Rogue? Oh. We got a fight scene. Here we go. Look at him wrestle. Look at him go. I say there, monstrosity. What are you doing here? I would love to know what they're talking about. I know of Dr. Allen, and of his great master, Dr. Ferris. I will come tomorrow at the same time. I'm guessing that doctor is the doctor that, like, botched his amputation. Something along those lines. What an admirable pair of legs. Sure would be a shame if someone were to steal them. I gave mine to science. Also, is he hitting on him? What an admirable pair of legs. He's gonna steal that guy's legs. I think I'm calling it. I think I'm right. That monster ought to be chloroformed and put out of the way.
He shows me only courtesy and helpfulness.
She's not into Blizzard's persona. End of this passage is barred by... Oh, shit. Means you didn't burn it? Or anything? The plot fucking thickens, apparently. Oh, look at him crush that paper. Blizzard is pissed. So why hats? Why hats? Is that the penalty? The penalty is that hats exist? Doing his thing. You know what? That probably is really Lon Chaney too. He was like in pretty good shape. He's like swinging around Notre Dame when he's doing the whole hunchback thing. So I believe that he actually did it, and he probably did it in like these prosthetics without the use of his legs. Guy was pretty incredible. What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do to Rose? And that's it, folks. Have a good night. No, I'm just kidding. Dr. Ferris investigates. Now, which one's Dr. Ferris again? Is he the Sam Elliott looking guy? Oh, he's the different Sam Elliott looking guy. Hey, Dr. Ferris, how you doing? Do I think they shot movies in one take? Like, they only had, like, one shot to do each scene? May I talk with Mr. Blizzard alone? I'm not sure, Ultra Minimalist. You can generally tell when scenes are done in one take. Especially with modern movies, with how frequently they cut the camera. I have followed every step of your career, and you have indeed profited by your early mistakes. I can't imagine splicing physical film, period. Just the fact that they have these title cards and credits seems like such an achievement to me. You were the child whose life I ruined? Talk to the hand, the face. Don't let that trouble you too deeply. It is now in your power to repair your error. Repairer your error. It was almost a musical. All they had to do was try. Command me in any way, but don't come here anymore. Yeah, I think they definitely did film multiple takes. Only your daughter's request can keep me away. She is making a masterpiece. I think they probably did multiple takes, just not very many of them. You know what I mean? I can't imagine they had multiple cameras. I don't know a lot about silent filmmaking, though. That's on me. Just go hobble your way on out of here. I say. I like this guy's ascot. Oh, get out of there. That's true. It would have to be painful to sit on his bent legs. That's what he sacrifices for his art, though. Does Lon Chaney Sr. Barbara, let me tell you a story. His ascot, it's around his neck. Like a cravat.
He lies. He didn't have to cut them off.
And that's how I fucked up royally. You do not want to know. Behind his visits, there's some sinister motive. I can read it in his eyes.
If you have made him what he is, it is all the more our duty to help him.
Everybody's turning English. I don't know why. Like I said, it's hard to improvise voices and keep them all straight. Blizzard's man, O'Hagan, is back in town. Uh-oh, this guy's Irish. It's never a good sign in mobbed-up movies from the 20s. He has organized thousands of disgruntled foreign laborers. Hats and men. What's the devil up to? Good question. Hats and men, indeed. Blizzard's chief lieutenant, O'Hagan. O'Hagan? O'Hagan? You have worked in the dark long enough. This is the plan I have been developing for 2 years. Oh, is he gonna, like, run for mayor and then the people who vote for him all wear hats and they'll know if they're wearing a hat to, like, let him vote? And then the thugs will, like, deter everyone else? 'Cause I've seen that in an issue of The Question. I could also just be way off base. I'm just trying to think of a plot that involves hats. At 12 noon on that day, I shall loot the city of San Francisco. Okay, so I'm way off. Me, with my hats and my men, we will rule the world. It will be Your 10,000 foreign malcontents will filter into the city in small detachments. This is a great plan. Totally not stupid at all. The signal will be an explosion. And is that why they need hats? Oh, damn. Oh, sorry. Thought I was on safari. Whoops. Look at all this action. A rogue militia overrunning San Francisco. In 100 years, nothing has changed at all. So is this why he needed hats? So all of his crew could have matching hats? Oh, and that didn't even happen. That's just his vision. By fire and riots, I shall draw the police and military into the suburbs. So this is his scheme playing out. Yeah, fighting in the streets. Mass hysteria. People blazing it in that house. Oh my god, look at those old school hats. Fresh off of World War I. The heart of the city will be left defenseless, ours to loot at will. So, how does O'Hagan feel about all this? That criminal mastermind, Blizzard. Drawing cops and soldiers into the suburbs so he can take over San Francisco. Disgusting. You'll never get away with it. And you'll never get away from anything. 'Cause you don't have legs. And then we shall vanish with our treasure. Wait, I thought you said you're gonna have the pleasures of a Nero and the powers of a Caesar. You ain't got no... You talk as if you had legs! By God, you've gone mad! Next time somebody tells me something that's full of shit, I'm just gonna be like, you talk as if you have legs. And there's the classic Lon Chaney throwing his head back. Perhaps, but with the madness that succeeds! Pull my finger. Pull it. I said pull it, O'Hagan. Someone needs to make a Lon Chaney Sr. throwing his head back in laughter supercut. I can think of at least 3 shots. Better come out of that closet, or I'll begin to shoot. I don't know who you think you're fooling, but I know what you do. Who's it gonna be? Who's in the closet? Oh... Rose! Rose is coming out of the closet. Welcome, lesbian Rose. How are you feeling? You better be careful. Blizzard ain't got no legs, and he's acting like a crazy man. He's gonna take over San Francisco. She does not look thrilled to be out of the closet. She is not out and proud. Crying won't help. Talking may.
What's the use? You're going to kill me anyhow.
I doubt it. You're the best peddler I ever had. It's still a metaphor. I swear. Here. I wrote you a love song, 'cause you asked for it. I'm not like that other guy. And she signed it. Oh, she is the worst secret agent. You see, you haven't been allowed to do much damage.
I think I'm glad.
What's it gonna be?
Don't you see?
Is this gonna be... Is this it? Oh... Master! Wow, that's not... that is not a turn I expected this to take. Wow, so it really... Okay, so when I said he was going down to a sex dungeon, I wasn't that far off. With exultation, he felt the power that his mind was gaining over Barbara. Wait, who's Barbara? Alright, Barbara's the artist. Rose is the agent. That's right.
You are the best critic in the world.
Oh, I know. Truly, this completely off-the-cuff commentary is amazing. I'm doing such a great job. Live your own life. Go where I shall point, to your place among the stars.
Oh, looks like it's up to me, the scrappy urchin, to figure this out. Oh, how am I ever going to thank you for the help you have given me?
You can pedal on my piano, lady. That's how you can thank me. Good old Blizzard, master of the underworld. When you have finished that, don't give me up. Oh, yep. He's giving the crazy eyes. I love you, Barbara, with my whole heart and soul. This Blizzard guy gets around. Dang. This is how all my dates go. They're sculpting me in the visage of Satan, and then I start going all crazy and twitchy on them. At her laugh, his hell-born passions broke loose. Oh, what's he gonna do? I'm sorry. I shouldn't. His hell-born passions are falling right on his face. Incredible. Well, don't just stand there. Get out of there. But almost instantly, he knew that he had blundered. Gee, you think? You think maybe? Just a bit? And like a good general, tried to retrieve his mistake. Yeah, there's no coming back from that, man. There's no bouncing back there. I am the unhappiest beast in the world. I should go hang out with my friends Quasimodo and the Phantom of the Opera. Forgive me for having dared to lift my thoughts to you. Why don't girls like nice legless guys? Laughter burns a cripple like acid.
I don't know why I laughed. You frightened me.
Yeah, go back. He tried to attack you. Will you forgive me? Look at how many buttons that kid's shirt has. This gotta be like 40 to 50 next time he's on screen. It's absurd. It's like he's a drum major times a billion. I've come to prescribe a little drive, Barbara. Oh, he's asking for his cripple sticks. His crutches. That's what those are called. Crutches. That's the word. That's the proper lingo. My bad. Bum, bum. Call me a cab. Yeah, look at all those buttons. What is with this? Is this kid wearing, like, studded armor? Like, what's his deal? True women need love, a home, children. He has made you forget that. Prescribe to my 1920s values.
I'll marry you, dear, whenever you wish.
Oh, hell yeah. It doesn't mean he's not going to finish the sculpture. She's not going to finish the sculpture, so, like, what's he so mad about? Didn't he get that one secret agent lady to call him master? After a night of jealous fury, the beast takes action. This is Brock Lesnar we're talking about.
Hello, Doctor. This is Bubbles.
Bubbles, you suddenly sound like an adult woman.
It's about Miss Barbara. She's gone to Blizzard's house. I don't know why she went. She was crying.
Yes, it is a wrestling nerdism. He'll run all the way on those magnificent legs. I guess Blizzard's a bit of a leg man, to take it quite literally. Hey, what's your problem? Once before, a woman surfeited me with her caresses. She's dead. That would be a lot of fun, Ultra Minimalist. I would love to do, like, commentary on wrestling matches. But that is not public domain, and I know somebody who did something similar and got their whole Twitch taken down. So I don't want to do that. But that was hockey. Oh, it wasn't wrestling. Rose just shows herself at the window and nods, and that's all. That other guy seems nuts too. What's his deal? Where is Miss Ferris? She's probably in her room. Shall I search your house, or will you take me to her? Sports are all public domain. Taxpayers and taxpayers most of the cost of the chain. Let them sue me over this. Yeah, wrestling might be different though. I don't know. I'll have to look up the rules. That would be fun though. Listen, my baffled hero. If you wish the lady to go free... You must hand over to me your superb legs. Yes, I knew it. It is a Steal the Legs movie. That is exactly what we're dealing with right now. Hell yeah. He's gonna get his legs. Dr. Ferris will cut them off for you. This is why I picked this one for this week's watch party. Then he will graft them to me. No, I can't take a dead guy's legs. Where's the fun in that? Look at that face. That is the face of a man that wants your legs. They will be very becoming. How will he reattach them? I'm with staples? Sewing them like Frankenstein? Super glue? Oh my god, does he have a trapdoor? Dude, he's gonna break his legs if you drop him down a trapdoor. I don't think Blizzard thought this through. Although I guess maybe the legs will heal and then he'll reattach them. Or they'll heal after he reattaches them. Or maybe it's just not that deep of a trapdoor. Oh man. This has got to be the climax. Will we get the legs? Choking him out. Yeah, talk about gun smoke. Also, I was like, yeah, I'm surprised there's a heroine in this movie, and then she ended up joining him. So that's great. So much for being ahead of its time. Well, it still is. Considering this movie is 100 years old. I mean, goddamn. Oh, now she's ratting him out. Maybe I spoke. Oh, no, wait, that's. I'm an idiot. I was paying attention. Your daughter is in my house. She has been hurt. Come at once. Who doesn't want a man with legs? That lady that married Lieutenant Dan at the end of Forrest Gump. She didn't seem too bothered by it. Will they get this guy's legs? I'm I'm on the edge of my seat, guys. I don't know about you, but the whole movie has been building to this moment. I swear, if this ends and Blizzard has, like, super legs, then it's gonna blow my mind. My whole month will have been made. Dude. Again with the rings? This guy's gotta be just jacked. Please, have a seat, Doctor. I only need you here to reattach my legs. Even though I don't think that's an expressly stated skill set of yours. Pretty sure he was a different kind of doctor, but what do I know? The fairy tale about your daughter was merely to make certain that you'd come. So wait, did they not actually kidnap the daughter? You've played the trick with apes. Now I'm putting human beings at your service. Wait, so is this guy some kind of ape surgeon? Why did they make the movie about him? I'd love to see, like, Dr. Ferris, ape surgeon. Your victim is fulfilling destiny in making you the master surgeon of the world. And this lady's like, the fuck? Why did I like this guy in the first place? You must make it possible, unless you would have your charming daughter married to these. He's talking about his stumps. Hell no. Out of my house isn't out of my power. That's here. Hey, he invented that meme where it's like you can't do X if you Y. Suppose you and your assistant should disappear. Then your daughter and I. Ah, you're so funny. Give me legs, and I will be a model son-in-law. I feel like it'd be a very, very awkward thing to have to get past. Just be like, hey, remember when I coerced you into reattaching some guy's legs onto mine? Good times. Then I'll be a tower of strength. I'll be a Caesar. Oh, modern movies have much more dialogue than the classics, probably because they weren't limited to, like, hey, it's a title card, you know? There's a lot of shots of people talking, though, that I feel like I should be dubbing over. You're right. You'd be a Superman. I'll do it. Yes, because people who go through, like, this kind of surgery are known to be superhuman. The doctor is down, though. Apparently that was all the persuading he needed. Will Blizzard take the guy's legs? Will this Rose lady do anything? Find out right now, because this isn't actually a serial. Although we're gonna watch some of those eventually, maybe next week. We'll see. Dr. Ferris's sudden decision to operate brought about startling results. Wait, did it work? What kind of startling results? What you got for me? I feel like this is not the music that was originally meant to go with this particular movie. Of course, when something's in the public domain, they can just release it with anything. I've waked from a terrible dream. Because that's dramatically accurate. Wouldn't it be I've awoken from a terrible dream? Monkey legs! I was a devil. I did things that I shudder to think of. That was no dream. Wait. What kind of startling results? I'm very confused now. What is going on? Does that guy not realize he doesn't have legs anymore? What's happened? You didn't do what he wanted? That was a madman's request. I operated on his head. Oh. Ethical. Incredibly ethical. Wait. So is it just going to be they lobotomized him? There's a contusion at the base of the skull. Dazed and contused. Been dazed and contused for so long it's not... That caused pressure on the brain. He has never been wholly responsible for his acts. Okay. Seems like something you could have caught in that flashback. Like this whole movie could have been avoided. I swear, this better not be how it ends, though. Because if this is how it ends, then that's kind of a cop-out. It wasn't his fault. Well, I guess, you know what? This guy didn't really... I guess he murdered some people. But otherwise, he just forced ladies to make hats. It's not too horrific of a crime. I'm not sure I buy... This man, let alone, may become as great a power for good as he was for evil. After all it takes to turn a man from evil to good is lobotomy. Forget all this rehabilitation stuff. He shall have the chance. And she's still with him. The tyrant's hand relaxed. The whirlwind breaks. The old Blizzard is no more. I have assumed my real name. I guess you're right. I guess it would be the front of the brain. I'm not exactly up on my brain surgery In my madness, I built power from evil. I shall undo my handiwork. Built what power? What evil? All you did was make people make hats. I am still your friend, but it must be for better things. He's got religion. That means he'll raise hell. Oh man, are all of his flunkies gonna... How do we know he won't snitch on us? Oh man, it's gonna be like Scarface. The flunkies are gonna betray him. He's gonna get all gunned down. That's the new prediction. If we don't finish him, he'll finish us! Spoilers, yeah. That's my guess. Like I said, this is my first time watching this. I don't really know anything about this movie. Well, now I do, because we've watched almost all of it. I don't think it has much longer to go. The new man and his wife. Oh, Scarface. Yeah, my bad. Well, for those of you who haven't seen Scarface, just forget I said anything. We shall do great things together. Put her there, partner. Why's he got a guy in a cage? What's that all about? That's weird, man. That's weird. And they still do their piano thing better than ever because it's not under coercion of violence. Oh no! Okay, yeah, that's exactly what it is. Barred windows. Who shot Blizzard? You team-killing fucktard, you shot Blizzard! You son of a bitch! I'm fine. There's no blood. There's no... Fate chained me to evil. For that, I must pay the penalty. Even though... Yeah, now he can't walk. Whatever will he do? Even though there's no blood and no bullet hole. And I really seem like I'm okay. Honestly, this is a great puzzle. Perhaps I am going to see it solved. You made so many great hats. Don't grieve, dear. Death interests me. I guess that is true. That would be against the rules. And I was about to, every criminal has to also meet, like, a death. Like, you couldn't show a criminal being happy or surviving, so... All that's left of him. An evil mask of a great soul.